to do it in Minneapolis. That's why she picked this character, this weird guy. You know, he said weird. JD and I are not weird. We got a lot of problems, but we're not weird.
That's how Donald Trump started his speech in Wilmington, North Carolina, and it got worse from there. Then Donald Trump, in this disastrous speech, said that inflation is going down now. It's stabilizing. And he says that's because the country is doing bad. Huh?
And we will rapidly defeat inflation. So inflation is a misnomer because the inflation's now getting stabilized because our country is doing badly.
Then he goes on to say that if the Republican National Committee chairman is not able to help him win North Carolina, he's going to lose his job and never get a job again. Play the clip.
And it was headed up by that man. So, Michael, you better win or you're never going to be able to come back here. If he doesn't win, he won't be at RNC and he will no longer be in North Carolina. He'll be looking for a job.
Then Donald Trump admits that he's terrified of debating Vice President Kamala Harris again. And then he lies and says he would love to do a debate, but can't do it right now because voting has already started. Play the clip.
That's not what you want. Kamala and her group have seen what's happening to their campaign, and it's not going well for them. And they would like, just announced a little while ago as I was coming off the plane, they would like to do another debate. Although, good entertainment value. A lot of people say, oh, do it, it's great entertainment. I've already done two. One with Crooked Joe Biden at CNN, and the other one with Kamala on ABC. CNN was very fair, I thought. Joe was driven out of the race. It was a coup, by the way, but he was driven out of the race. And they've been widely criticized by the radical left lunatics for all of the fairness. They were very fair. In other words, they won't be fair again because they took a lot of abuse from the radical left. ABC was 3-on-1, but I was given credit for having done a very, very good job. I appreciate that. We did a great job. It was 3-on-1. The problem with another debate is that it's just too late. Voting has already started. She's had her chance to do it with Fox. You know, Fox invited us on, and I waited, and they turned it down. But now she wants to do a debate right before the election with CNN because she's losing badly. You know, it's like a fighter. She sees the pulse. She sees what's happening. She's losing badly, but it's like a fighter who goes into the ring and gets knocked out. The first thing he says is, I want a rematch. I want a rematch.
Fact check, in 2020, one of the debates took place in October of 2020, but Trump lies about everything. Donald Trump then asks if there are any gang members in the audience. Here, play that clip.
Within 2 years, there will not be one single foreign criminal gang operated in North Carolina or anywhere else. You have a lot of gangs. Hate to say it, you have a lot of gangs in this state. Are there any gang members in the audience, please? Would you please raise your hand?
Donald Trump then is obsessed with Vice President Kamala Harris's appearance with Oprah. And Donald Trump, who's too afraid to debate Vice President Kamala Harris, criticizes her, I thought, very powerful appearance on Oprah. Play this clip.
She's not competent to be president either, but I don't want to be rude. I don't want to be rude. She's not competent to be president. Did you see her on Oprah? That's not going to be president. Oprah didn't know what the hell to do. Oprah was like embarrassed. She wanted to hide under the table, but she's a professional and she was able to sort of disguise it. No, she wanted to go right under the table.
Then he says something about Hollywood. I don't even know what he's talking about here. Play the clip.
Thank you very much. That's the best seat in the house. I always said it. You know, they can't see me too well, but oftentimes they're picked to be movie stars. They're so beautiful. All of the fake news up there, you know, you think you have the best seat. See, you think you have the best seat. Actually, they do. Because what happens is Hollywood is watching, and every once in a while they see a face. They see this beautiful face, and they don't see your face. They only see the back of your head. Would anybody like to change seats? Would you rather change? I didn't.
By the way, remember when Donald Trump's spokespeople were saying Trump will debate anywhere, anytime, any place? Remember that? Here, play this clip.
Absolutely. President Trump will debate anytime, any place, anywhere. He'd be happy to debate her on any stage, multiple times.
Anyway, back to this disastrous event in Wilmington, North Carolina. Donald Trump then says that migrants are going after your villages. Protect your villages, he says. Here, play this clip.
And what a shame that is, right? What a shame that is. And you see how bad it's getting when you look at what's going on with the migrants attacking villages and cities all throughout the Midwest in particular right now, but it's all over.
Then Donald Trump proposes capping interest rates on credit cards and says that the credit card interest rates are unlawful. And like all things with Donald Trump, he's using this as a gimmick. First off, they attack any policies like this when Democrats propose them as price controls, number one. Number two, it's the Republican Party and Donald Trump and people like that who stop the CFPB from banning junk fees when it relates to things like excess interest rates and credit card fees. And the Republican Party blocked Obama and blocked policies to stop exactly what they're saying that they want to do here. So you got to follow what they're doing. Here, play this clip.
We're going to put a temporary cap on interest rates on credit card debt at 10%. Some people are paying 25 and 30%. It's crazy. You know, in theory, that's against the law.
And by the way, that clip reminds me like when Donald Trump says no tax on tips. When Donald Trump was in office, his policy was no tips. He proposed a rule that would allow the business owners to steal the tips of the service workers. That's what his policy was. The Democrats had to block it in an omnibus bill by adding a provision to stop that from happening. So like there's a track record here. We just have to follow the facts, folks. And then Donald Trump attacks migrants again and says, they're coming for your jobs. Here, play this clip.
African-American workers and with Hispanic in particular, they're taking your jobs. They're taking your jobs. Every job produced in this country over the last 2 years has gone to illegal aliens. Every job. Think of it. What we're doing to this country is so sad. You know, I stand up here. Thank you. Thank you. You're right about that. We'll save you. We're going to save you.
You know, and actually they aren't. I mean, if you look, for example, in Springfield, Ohio, the Haitian migrants were very helpful to that community when there were jobs that were needed to be filled, and now they're being attacked and subjected to death threats. Donald Trump then lies that Vice President Kamala Harris wants to ban gas-powered vehicles. This is 100% false, but play the clip.
She wants to ban the sale of gas-powered vehicles. She's already banned them.
Donald Trump then tells the story, again, total lie, that criminals are showing up in stores with calculators to make sure that they steal $950 but steal under $1,000 worth of stuff. It's not happening. It's a lie, but this is the dystopian world that him and Fox create. Here, play this clip.
You see these criminals going into store. They go into a store with a calculator. Let's see, that's $10, $12. They want to keep it under $950.
He obsesses again over that Oprah Winfrey interview of Kamala Harris and says she didn't ask her strong enough about McDonald's. Here, play the clip.
She didn't find him to be fine. She lied. She lied about McDonald's. She said she worked in McDonald's. She said she worked in McDonald's. Oh, she worked over the French fries. It was so hot. The heat, it was so hot. She'd burn her hand every once in a while on the grease. Oh, McDonald's. It was a lie. She never worked at McDonald's. And the fake news doesn't want to mention it. They had a big thing about her job at McDonald's, and they went there, and the manager's been there a long time. Other people have been there a long time, say, no, she never worked here. Never worked here. She lied. That sounds simple, but that's really bad. It was a pure and simple lie. She never worked at McDonald's. And didn't Oprah ask her about her time at McDonald's? And she just sort of didn't want to answer that one. Let me not talk about that. Oprah said, you work at McDonald's. That's great. Oprah didn't hear the end result. She never worked there. So Kamala just sort of hid under the desk along with every other answer she gave.
And then Donald Trump repeats a social media post this morning where he basically says that he's going to make women happy because women are unhappy now. And he's the only way women are going to be happy, that women need him. And he will help women by taking away their reproductive rights. And he wrote a whole ranty post this morning about women need his protection. He goes, "You need to be protected by me, women." Here, this is what he says. Play the clip.
And at long last, this national nightmare that we're going through will be over. Women will be happy, healthy, confident, and free. You will no longer be thinking about abortion because it is now where it always had to be, with the states and with the...
One of Donald Trump's platforms is he's pro-vaping and wants to, I guess, get kids to vape again a lot. And so his propaganda network, Right Side Broadcast Network, says that by promoting vaping, Donald Trump wants to keep the kids away from bad stuff. Play this clip.
I bought a bunch of cheeseburgers for people using Bitcoin for the very first time, which was cool to see. He you know, in order to keep kids from smoking, a little bit of movement going on, but we've seen that he wants to keep kids away from the bad stuff. So he wants to continue to make vaping available, but the flavors and things like that to get kids away from the bad stuff. Not saying that it's all bad, but again, just taking a little bit more effort. And this kind of goes to RFK and making America healthy again and doing his part. You're not going to stop everyone from doing everything they want to do, but you can certainly try and make things a little bit safer, especially for our youngsters.
Here they are again. This is an interesting strategy they have right here. Play the clip.
There are two key issues that should drive you to the polls to vote for President Trump. Number one is abortion. Okay, you cannot normalize abortion. That is not right. Thou shalt not kill is one of the 10 commandments.
Then Donald Trump says that if he loses, there won't be auto workers, he says, and he says that there won't be Israel. Again, all he has is fear and these threats. Here, play this clip.
If I lose this election, two things you won't have. You won't have auto workers in this country, and Israel will be totally demolished. If I don't make it, if she runs it, Israel will be gone, and you won't have auto workers. The auto workers will be gone because all the electric cars are going to be made in China. I will end the insane electric vehicle mandate. And by the way,
then Donald Trump says that he loves electric cars, even though in all of his speeches he talks about hating electric, because all of his speeches are anti-electric. But now he goes, "I love electric cars. We love Elon." Here, play this clip.
And by the way, I love electric cars, and I have such respect for Elon. We love Elon, right? And he endorsed me. And what he makes is great. It's a great product. But he understands it's not going to be 100% of the cars. He's got a great product. You want people, if they want a gasoline-powered car, if they want a hybrid, they can have whatever they want. Maybe not hydrogen yet, as I said. This gets a little bit tricky. But they...
And just here was a prior speech that Donald Trump gave last week in our town hall with Sarah Huckabee Sanders in Flint, Michigan, where he basically says America should give up on EVs and let China do it. Here, play the clip.
And because they have the material, we don't. What we have is a thing called gasoline. We have gasoline. We have so much gasoline, we don't know what to do. They don't have gasoline. So why are we making a product that they dominate? They're going to dominate.
I can go on and on, but you get the point. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 4 million subscribers together. Thanks for watching.
Hey Midas Mighty, love this report? Continue the conversation by following us on Instagram @MeidasTouch to keep up with the most important news of the day. What are you waiting for? Follow us now.